What do you think had the best physique out of all the actors that you've trained with? Or who took it the most seriously, you think?
They all take it pretty seriously. They really do. And the sad thing is, as soon as they're done with a certain role, they drop it.
They only do it for a specific purpose.
Yeah, it would blow me away. You know, because, I mean, like Charlie Sheen, I got him ready for, like, back in '92 for Hot Shots, and it was a spoof off of the Rambo movies. He got in shape. If you look at the Hot Shot, that scene where he put the bandana on, showed his back.
You trained him for that?
Yeah, man, I was in that one. He put me in a little scene.
How was he? How was Charlie Sheen to hang out with?
Charlie's awesome. He's so generous. I just can't believe like more people didn't take advantage of it. He would have parties at his house, and he was a big baseball fanatic. And he had all of these like signed baseballs by Babe Ruth and crazy stuff in his house. And he'd have house parties. And I'm thinking, I would have a security guard right there. But like people were just picking up his stuff and they were putting it back. I'm like, would not happen these days, man. That would be gone, you know? And he wouldn't even know. And sometimes we'd go to one of his other houses and the party would still be going on in his other house in Malibu. And I'm just like, oh my God, crazy, you know?
Can you combine a party lifestyle, meaning going out late, drinking, and still being in decent shape, going to the gym, kind of like make? Can you balance it out?
You can.
You can.
Yeah, I'm a living example of that.
You did that.
You know, but I was always the one, like everything, my philosophy is, you know, what you're getting out of what you're giving up. And it was like, okay, let's say it's like 2 o'clock. We had a good time, we partied, you know. Most of the guys, they want to go to the after party. And it's like, no, dude, enough. That's like, it's like giving me a piece of chocolate cake, right? Oh, it was good. But then you got to eat the whole cake. It's not going to be good after that, right? It's almost like punishment to a certain degree. And I've gone out to those like after party. I'm like, oh, now I'm being punished. This is not fun anymore. Right? I'm thinking of eating and like sleeping, you know. So for me, I was never addictive, and it was just enough was enough, you know. And I think a lot of times that, especially back in the day, were a lot of the celebrities and athletes that you would work with, they respected like me, like fitness people, you know, because you had that boundary, because your fitness came first, and they needed people, like, because people in their circles were the ones that wanted to go to after parties with them, you know. So it wasn't a good influence. And I've noticed that over the years with a lot of these guys, it kind of keeps them in check. Like what we're talking about, having a coach, you know, is good.
What about Mickey Rourke? You train him as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about him? Because obviously he's also a very extreme personality from what people can see online and stuff like that.
Mickey's, you know, his dad was Mr. New Jersey. He keeps a little black and white picture of his dad in his wallet, a bodybuilder, you know, in old classic trunks. So he's always had a love for the sport, and you know, being athletic is what his drug is. You know, a lot of people think he's like a drug addict and stuff. He really is. He really isn't. He just doesn't like authority figures. You know, it's all on how you talk to him.
Is it hard to train him because of that? Like, does he listen to your advice and your guidance, basically?
No, he was easy to train. You know, because he wanted to learn and he respected bodybuilders. That's the thing. And I just had a talk with a guy. I went to some charity event, $500 a plate with Mickey. And, you know, there was a couple of the athletes that were there, and they were also getting into the film business. And so I introduced them and we were talking, you know, and all of a sudden my friend was talking to him about movies and stuff. You know, like, oh, they should do this and that. And all of a sudden it was like, okay, now you're just another Hollywood person. I saw Mickey like get turned off, and he just like didn't want to have any more conversation with the guy. And the guy was a little bit, I saw it from a distance, you know. And I talked to my friend later, the athlete, you know, that's trying to get into the entertainment business. I said, I noticed on your resume, you know, now you're not doing fitness. He's done covers and stuff. I said, you don't have anything with fitness on it now. I'm like, you should put that, bro. I said, that's what sets you apart. And I said, I just want to let you know, I was watching you when you were talking to Mickey, and when you went straight to like the Hollywood thing and tried to play that with him, he was already done. You need to utilize your fitness to get into Hollywood, not the other way around. Because if you said you're trying to just, instead of trying to be a know-it-all and trying to impress them with name dropping and the different skills you have of what you know about movie business, you'd be better off saying, I'm an athlete, because Mickey considers himself an athlete and he always likes the underdog. You'd be better off coming with that approach and saying, but I'm trying to get in the film industry, Mickey, you have any advice? He'd take you under your wing so fast, you know what I mean? Right. So, and then my friend was like, oh, he just like totally woke up on that. And I see it happen all the time. So I always stay in my lane, like they say. I've always been interested in the film business and stuff, but more in the writing, because I love writing stories. I look at more of the story. If someone asks me if a movie was good, I look at the overall story. I don't really even look at the way it was shot or the actors. I look how strong the story was. If it had a good payoff or whatever. And so I've always been really interested in doing that. And someday I'll get into it. I think that's probably, I have enough experience now, because I'm always on the set all the time, different sets and seeing how everything works.
You know everything by that point.
I pretty much do, but like I said, once I'm done being an athlete, because you have a short window, then I'll get more into it, but I'll always own that I was a bodybuilder in fitness.
You always be proud of that.
Yeah, because people look and, respect that. But I also want to be able to be good at my craft, so I will study. Like if I want to be a cinematographer, I'm going to study it. I can't go, or if I want to be an actor, I'm going to go to acting classes. Like training, I can't be Mr. Olympia if I think I have good genetics. No, you got to learn and earn the craft. And that's why a lot of guys, like athletes, I think they try to get into the business just because of what they've done, but they don't know you have to be good at what you do too. You just can't go to an audition and you don't have any passion for it just because you want to be famous. You know what I mean? Like you with the filmmaking and everything. It's you have to learn your craft. So for me, it'd be very disrespectful for me, because I've achieved so much in a certain area, I want to go to this and they should give me love for it. No, dude, there's a lot of money in this industry. You got to learn your craft. So.